Ooh,
We're killing these smells.
Welcome to lunch, Jack and Laz.
your viewing and listening pleasure. I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, Jack and Laz.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
The time sync is real.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm doing nothing but standing on the line. You know, I should be doing something.
I stand around for hours at a
Oh
time.
God, I can't tell you how many hours a day I'm just standing on the line. I'm doing nothing but standing on the line.
Yeah.
You're all using some kind of jargon that me no understand. Have to gently blow a ball.
Into a warm fuzzy hole.
That's right.
Yeah.
Welcome to lunch, Jack and Laz.
Your viewing and listening pleasure. I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, Jack and Laz.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
I blame Laz.
It's all Laz's fault. That's right, it's all Laz's fault. It was almost all Jack's fault, but that's another story. Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack, and I don't know what Laz is talking about other than me sliding in like right as he's starting the intro song. I don't know. I
don't know. That's right. Actually, it was a little funny. I looked at the clock and I'm like, running a little tight. And I slid into the chair about 30 seconds before live.
Laz, take your pills.
I slid in after he actually started the song.
Yes,
so that was even
I had
better.
to go. Well, thankfully it's Monday and it's the long intro. I'm like, okay, long intro. I'm not going to worry about it. He'll probably slide in and you came. I saw the big smile on your face when you sat down. It's like, okay, I'm barely in time in my seat today.
I looked at the time and it's like, oh, I guess I'll click on start now.
Yeah, it might help. How's everybody doing out there today? It is Monday, August 7th, 2017 here inside Shroud of the Avatar. And it's another show with us, Lunch with Laz and Jack. And of course, today is the day, the very first monthly mini telethon happening for Portalarium today. And
that is right.
Should be interesting. So why don't we just jump right to that for the intro real quick. We'll come back to that.
So we do have the monthly telethon that's going to be very, very short. It is going to be between the hours of 3 p.m. to 7 p.m.
3 to 7. Very short period of time.
Very short, and so only
short people. Yeah.
4 hours.
Now,
and,
with that, is schedule introduction. Release 44 post-mortem Q&A. I would expect it would just mostly be QA today. Although, of course, you can see world building tour at 4:30.
Then 5:30 to 7, more questions.
Right.
Lots more questions. Questions and answers from the Silver-Tongued Devil himself, where the answer is yes.
Yes. Possibly.
That is not in the scope of episode 1.
That's right. And of course, yes, we do.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
We do. Yeah, that's a great idea. We'll add it to the list.
No.
Just that's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
That's a great idea. No Jira. That's right.
Yeah.
And of course, we got plenty of questions. We want to do expiring items down here. Tell them what's expiring, what to expect today.
Oh, yeah. Now, Lord British's birthday cake is going to be expiring. The Black and Metal Baby Clockwork Dragon. The Black Squirrel. The Elven Elder armor sets are all going to be expiring, as well as those packs. Then the silver clockwork armor is also going to be expiring, as well as the vintage velvet nailhead furniture sets. That's the red and blue variety.
Red and blue.
And something that was on sale for half off for the last 3 years, and that's the Ye Old Hot Tub.
Ye Old Hot Tub. Now,
Yeah, so that is
bought
finally coming off.
like a crap ton of those to begin with. And
At one point in time, I had 10 of them, but I ended up just converting them back into store credit because
I converted a few. Well, you and I were having a funny conversation about that the other day. I still have a handful of them left. I've got a couple of them in use. And considering they were $5 at 50% off, and now they're on sale for $4, I figure I could take 4 of them and cash them back in and then buy 5 at $4 and wind up with an extra hot tub due to the sale.
Yeah. Did you end up actually doing that? Or
No, I did not.
Okay.
More trouble than it's worth. It's easier to spend the $4.
Yes. So since this is also a shortened telethon, they do have several stretch goals. If you contribute $5 new money,
money.
that is going to be the $10 or at $10,000. The Oracle Eye Sparklers at $25,000. The Oracle Eye Mirror, $35,000 is the Oracle Eye Helmet. $50,000 the Oracle Eye Throne, and $65,000 the Oracle Cable Wings, and the need to juggle the Oracle Eyes. So all of those will be expiring, the stretch goals for $5 new money.
Now,
And-
of course, the actual extended amount of time that you can make that donation is different than the actual telethon time
Yes,
today.
that is $5 during the entire, until midnight. So from noon to midnight, if you contribute $5, that will all be contributing to that goal.
So people can actually start contributing now. Is
That's
what
correct.
you're saying. This way they know if they want to get out there. Now, biggest complaint I've heard is, but I'm not going to get a chance to participate in any sales. We'll see how that one goes.
Yeah. They may end up actually stretching some of those sales until midnight or something like that.
It's going to be interesting to see.
Oh yeah, it's going to be interesting. I do have to go down there. I'm going to try to install OBS or set up OBS for Twitch.
You better, because Barrick's
of
already
XSplit.
announced it.
That we're moving from XSplit to OBS.
Tomorrow, today you're running on OBS. Yes, he let us know that in the hospitaller meeting yesterday. He's Jack's coming down, and of course. He got no argument from myself and Ravlox and a couple others, of course.
Yeah, well, I mean, as far as scene management, OBS is a little bit easier to set up and manage.
Well, Ravlox made a
things.
good point, is that opens up the the user base, because more people could actually volunteer to do that and use OBS over XSplit because of the familiarity with it. So if you were unable to sit in, somebody else could just sit down and...
Winfield's actually messaging me right now, and
Fish.
So, yeah, fish, and so I have to actually respond and say I'll be leaving after the show.
Yes. I will be there after the show. Tell them we're pumping it up right as we speak.
That's right, and we're talking about it.
Absolutely true.
Which means Winfield's probably listening in and figuring out when is.
I don't know, Winfield. If you're out there, chime in. I'm sure you have the means to come join us with all the tech you're carrying around. Now, Winfield will be he is down at the offices today helping out. He will be playing Cue Card Man and Yeah.
He'll be doing a little bit of everything else, and as well as managing some of the Discord questions and Twitch questions.
Yes,
So
he'll be
helping
monitoring
out.
that stuff, helping
Yeah.
out as well. So always good to see Winfield. Again, there was the player gathering last night, which was interesting. Oh, that was one hell of a jump. Who the hell was that?
Yeah,
List?
that was List.
That was nice.
List played around with the gravity, and he actually ended up on top of the Lord British banner.
Yeah, well, that's what I was
Now
going to
he's
say.
Now he's jumping on the roof of your inn.
Nailing the landing on top of that banner is not easy. Is
Yeah,
what
it was a pretty good jump.
I give it a 9.5 on the landing for sticking it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Stick it, miners.
Oh, I like how he just did the backflip off of your roof.
I wish I could
So-
jump like that.
Oh, well, you can. I mean, just become
Yeah.
a dev, and
Yeah.
then you too can set up commands like.
Well, I can
Like
if
List
if yeah. It's only during the show where you get special commands like that where you can actually take off and jump like Superman. There you go.
He didn't give me the jump.
Now, see,
there it
that's
is.
the kind of view I would love to have all the time. Be able to take shots like this and show this while we're streaming.
Well, remember, at one point in time, you had an idea of like
Now he
doing
tells me.
what?
Is y'all still take fall damage, but that's okay. I'll fix that in just a second.
Nah, don't worry about it.
I got a ring of cat's grace, so that's not a
I
problem.
No.
Where is my... Oh, I'm
Oh.
wearing it already. That's why.
I just died.
Well, let's see. You shouldn't have to die. You can just jump over to
Well-
the hot air balloon over there and...
That's what I was
Yeah.
trying to do, but for some reason I missed my jump.
Yeah, cat's grace didn't save me. Well, that's why we have a res stone right here.
Right there, you can res. So,
This way
yeah.
we don't have to... Oops, which way am I going? Back to the seat. Thank
Oh
you,
yeah.
Liz.
Thank you. So we do have a
Alright.
lot of questions. We do have the weekend update for updated the avatar number 239.
That is correct. We have that. We have questions. We can do some questions today. We got...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm still curious about that post that I shared with you earlier. Do we want to talk about that just out of curiosity?
Yeah, no. I don't
Okay.
think that one really bears
I-
much mention, other
Well-
than being kind of a silly post.
I don't know. Shouldn't that be a heads up to some wary buyers out there? I mean,
I mean, we can do that. I mean,
Yeah, but
it's.
anyway.
I closed that tab just because I didn't expect to talk about it, but I can always bring
Alright.
it back up.
no
But
big
I
deal.
mean, there was something added to the marketplace this morning, actually, which is kind of cool.
Is new items and new stuff added to Shroud Marketplace?
Yeah. And
Well, I
this
guess
is
they're
one of
going to
the-
have
the
to wait
coolest
until
features.
we get to the
Shroud
sponsors
Marketplace,
to
yeah,
find
yeah.
out what was just recently added to the marketplace.
Yeah, and then from there, it's like some good sales over the weekend.
Is
So-
Jack 15 off?
The Jack 15 off is over.
Oh,
So yeah, that is over. That lasted over the
everybody
weekend.
who jacked 15 off got 15% off Sin Assist.
Oh
store
yeah,
over the weekend.
that is right.
All right, update of the Avatar number 239 up on screen for the boys and girls.
Yeah, and that includes latest game progress, which is going to be the Exeter polish, the new Norgard garments, and the making of the South Palatus scenes, which includes the Middle Downs and the South Broken Road. as well as the announcement from last week, which was the Trevion Games partnership. Portalarium is hiring a sound designer again. So if you are in the
speaking of Trevion, I heard through the grapevine, real quick, that there was a very nice cash infusion that came along with that.
That I do not know anything about. So.
And there was a lot of cash infusion, so there is no question. A big stash for marketing and a big stash for development.
Good.
In the M's, that's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, we don't need to discuss that. Although I'll probably find out later.
Well, I hear it was a very nice cash infusion.
Okay.
One other good thing to note, got a little buzz that Chris is looking for information. He wants to know what folks want to see opened up in
for the
yes. You know what I'm talking about, the API stats.
The information, I forgot what it's called. I forgot
Public
the name
API.
of the yeah, but I forgot what
but if you see him down there, ask him what it is he's looking for, and we can get some more clarification out there. But if there's any kind of stats that you may be missing out there, he's interested in hearing what people want, is my understanding. So if you can nail down a little bit more information on that with Chris today, please do.
Yeah, I might be able to do that.
You might.
And then might be able to talk to him for a couple minutes. But going back to
targeting,
collision.
He runs from you.
Yeah.
And me.
After that, don't forget, for the Exeter polish, that was done by Scotty Jones, and he shared some pictures out and updated the scenes and made it some things a little bit different than they were before. He's repainted the roads just to make them look a little bit better, and he's done some other things inside of Exeter. So it has been improved upon slightly. So
New and improved
Exeter. And then after that, don't forget that you need to play around with the Norgard garments.
Norgard guards.
That is the Viking-inspired clothing for NPCs in the northwest region of Novia. That was done by Skullmuncher, Fletcher, and Ugly Fist, Kevin Wells. Skullmuncher. He munches on skulls only on Tuesdays. So you've got the player wearable armor. Then you also have the female guards as well as the male guards. And to me, there's not much difference between the female and the male. So they have gone away from the bikini style female armor.
It's a little colder up there, you know.
Yeah, it is a little colder. So you've got full coverage.
They're not in the
for both the male
tropics like
and the
we are
female.
down in Long Fall. And
aren't you in a swamp in Long Fall?
no, I'm on the beach, man. I got an island.
I've got a cat that wants attention.
The swamp's a little south of us, though. Yeah.
Okay.
But the fog gives us a nice effect, you know, for all those smugglers coming into the cove there. So
I don't know what you're talking about. No one would ever smuggle anything in the Long Fall Peninsula.
No.
It's all legitimate business.
That
has their taxes.
That's right.
Then
I run a legitimate resort out there on that island.
Yeah. Then over in South Palatus, you do have Middle Downs and done by Sorcerer Steve, and the South Broken Road done by the Energy Vortex, List Rostov. So I love the fact that he included the NPC puking blood inside of the pictures. for Garrett the Fabulous, a longtime purveyor of fine hair tonics and plague cures. Yes.
Bliss loves his blood.
You gotta love the puke blood emote. Don't forget, that was available during the Halloween season for those that bought it. Then the Trevion Games partnership, which we've already touched on.
Yes, now
Sound
just
designer?
real quick for these guys out there not really keeping up with the... Ooh, Jack's got the little pussy. Yay.
Yay.
Meow. Trevion Games, the second publisher to sign up worldwide. So they've got Black Sun, they've got Trevion, and of course the Seed Invest has exceeded its goal, far exceeded now the 500,000. About a day and a half later, they were over 600,000 and still going before the...
It ends today, this afternoon. So you do have a few hours in order to contribute to the Seed Invest if you're wanting to do that.
You want to become a little part of everything.
And don't forget, Trevion is going to be responsible for publishing the game in South America, Central America, the Middle East, and North Africa. So that is one where it's, as far as publishing, everybody's still going to be playing on the same game servers.
The game is going to be published worldwide, folks. It's just pretty much in the bag now. I think one more partnership maybe, and I think they've got the globe
that
covered.
will probably be China, Japan.
Absolutely.
So that is something that's going to be even more interesting. So then don't forget, Portalarium is hiring a sound designer right now. So if you have any sound experience, minimum.
The sound
minimum
guy or gal.
Yeah, that's right. We need the sound guy. And so if you do have experience, they are looking for someone, and it should be interesting. And the cat is playing around with my mic cord. Or I should say my headphones.
Yeah, those kind of sounds.
Yes, those kinds of sounds are all important to the game. Very important. We do need the fart sound.
I mean, we
can
incorporate some sounds like that.
To go along with the butt slap. Because you need to be prepared to run in fear if you do the butt foot slap and it's followed by that's something that you really do need to be afraid of. Mini telethon later this afternoon. We've already talked about that. Free trial coming up starting on Wednesday, and that's going to run until the end of the month. So free trial number 5.
When the end of the month comes around.
And Shroud has scheduled a couple of more talks at DragonCon. So if you're going to be at DragonCon, be prepared to have several talks related to Shroud of the Avatar. So Fridays, there's 2 talks on Friday, or 3 talks on Friday, and then 2 on Sunday, and followed by 1 on Monday. So that's going to be conversations between Starlong and other players or other developers, as well as Lord British doing some of those talks as well. So yay!
He does several. He does one on space this year. I think he's doing one on Explore Create. And then, of course, Shroud of the Avatar related, video game related questions. Oh, it was fun last year. That's all I got to say. Had a great time. And
I wish I could afford to go to DragonCon. Yeah. If I could afford it, I'd be there. And I'd be having a blast with everybody else. Don't forget that if you're going to the Penny Arcade Expo, the one in Seattle, there Starlong is going to be there, as well as giving a talk at that. So that's good. You can always watch the interview that Lord British and Darkstar did give with at San Diego Comic-Con with ID8 and Tiffany Young.
ID8.
Yep. Idea 8. Or read the Venture Beat article. And then flash sales. Yay.
Yes.
Last chance to
stay
invest in
tuned
seed.
for those
Yep.
sales today, and that was the past weekend's flash sales, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, so those are the ones that expired at some point in time today. Yeah. That's pretty much all the important
just
stuff.
Going down, see anything else popping out.
And the community trailer contest
Yes,
is
trailer
going on until
contest is
August.
going on. Absolutely. And that's about it for the update of the Avatar 239. Came
Yep.
out on Friday.
Yay.
Now,
Pretty
of
easy,
course,
pretty good. Pretty awesome.
My favorite part of the telethon
Is what?
is always to see what questions get asked over and over and over.
Oh,
And over.
will we be able to place houses in episode 1?
I don't know.
I don't know. No. Maybe. So Laz wants to do some of those questions coming from hey, Dreadfully Despised. How's it going?
DD.
DD
How are you, buddy?
showed up today. Yes. Love you, man.
Long time no see.
I know. It's all good. It's all good. So we do have, let's see, Brassknuckle starts off the questions for today's telethon with, please don't use this medium to attack me publicly if you don't like or understand my questions.
If you know it's going to be that bad, you got to start it off with a warning.
Please don't attack me. Are there more plans to expand out the current crafting trees, say beyond their current specialties? Yes. Many NPC towns and POTs have teleporter signs to navigate around. Even some of the bigger story towns have them. Will all of the towns get these? Yes.
No. Some
Yeah,
already
they will.
do.
Some do, which means they'll go back and add them to others.
I don't think
Right.
you're going to see them in towns like Bremer and Owl's Head, and I don't see a need for teleporters in towns like this. Exeter.
Well, Harvest, Portgraph, and
yeah, I
all
mean,
the
Janniford.
all the ones that are 1 kilometer square, they'll probably end up putting them in.
Well, they're all
Possible.
1 kilometer square. But again,
No, they aren't.
I don't see it happening in all towns.
Like,
all those
Owl's
towns
Head-
I just named don't need a teleporter.
yeah, Owl's Head technically isn't 1 kilometer square, nor is Braemar,
I bet you it is.
nor Soul Town. No.
Yes.
And
Kingsport's 1 kilometer square. You just can't get to it. They're all the same size. You just can't get to it.
It's all blocked off. So
Well,
you can't
that's
get
right.
to it.
That's it. You know that. The scenes are all the same size. Don't give me that crap.
They're not all the same size. Then after that, can we please get where vendor owners can boot single items out of a shared vendor? Dumping the whole vendor to clear a few items is very painful to all the people on the
Like
vendor.
that idea.
Yes, that would be some great functionality. And then Belladonna Rose wants to know, will the fix on the Path of Courage be fixed before the game goes live? I was told it would be fixed as soon as possible, and if you get to see it fixed, that is where they have been doing polish work on the quest lines.
As of this release, all the quest lines are finishable.
Playable,
finishable.
to completion.
And
They still do have some polish passes that they need
They
to
have
do
a lot
on
of polish
some
passes.
of those. A few hundred. Work.
What?
Work. Oh, Dreadfully Despised has been working hard.
I
I prefer
gotcha.
to hardly work.
Yes.
And then Animosh wants to know, what is the point of the bludgeon in PvE? Knockdowns are ignored. Stun at 100% works a third of the time on NPCs, and there are major things for the bludgeon tree, and they do not work in PvE. Knockdown should never be 100%, and just because someone has to have a chance to dodge, evade it, or block it. So that is something where
Or
if
they're
stuns
so
work,
badass, resist it.
yeah, exactly. So the fact that it is working a third of the time, it might even need to be dialed back some depending on the level of the monster you're fighting, because they should have some
Indeed.
resistances to it. Then Murphy wants to know, I've been wondering, early in development, we had the College of Arms working to get the Coat of Arms approved for the game. I have not heard much about the Coat of Arms or the College of Arms in quite some time. Are we still expecting the Coat of Arms items? And if so, when can we expect to see them? I was under the impression they were to be Episode 1. Last we heard, they're going to be in Episode 1. They're probably not going to start working on it until fourth quarter of this year. I believe that was the answer that we
Now,
had
the
before.
whole College of Arms has undergone a transformation. Websites have been shifted around, but submissions are still being taken and noted.
Yes.
So don't let it stop you. I mean, most everybody, I think, who's got that, got their stuff taken care of. I mean, my designs have been sitting there for a couple of years now.
I need to delete mine and redo mine completely, just because, yeah, you know what? It's no fun. And then Skyo wants to know, can we please get a toggle option for the experience bar? Does he
Yeah.
miss seeing that experience bar at the bottom, which has not been around since
Plus
they killed it.
1,000. There are
Yeah.
loads and loads and loads of people who would like to see their experience someplace visible.
Instead of just being on the character sheet. And that would also be a better visual indicator of, you know what, I just died and I just lost a chunk of XP. And are magic users intended to be able to use defensive stance? If so, why?
Because
Please move this to
it's
the heavy
in-
armor tree.
It's in the tactics tree. That's why. Simple
Yeah.
answer. It's tactics.
Defensive tactics. Yeah. And it's armor ambivalent.
Well, there's a whole thing in the forums on this, and of course, that's the answer that was given.
I don't use any of the tactics trees.
Yeah.
Or I shouldn't say it that way. I don't use any of these stances in combat, so I have not gone down any of those trees. If you actually look at my tactics, you will see that none of them are even enabled.
I believe that. I believe
Then
that.
again, you never leave the lot.
Hey, I left the lot this weekend to go finish off the Quest of Love. I tried to attempt that again.
And how
And
did
this
you
time-
do?
This time I discovered 3 liches in the final room, whereas before there was 1 lich. Now
Yeah.
there's 3. And it's like, yeah, this is going to be painful. So I see what I need is one of the GMs to like sit there and slay everything in the room for me.
That ain't
But
gonna happen.
that's not going to happen. Yeah, no. Then from there, it's like I would do the final portion of the quest, but it's like I wouldn't be able to do that anyways. And then Skyo also follows up the question: chainmail and plate are both considered heavy armor, so should you be able to wear a mixture of plate and chain and still receive the armor bonus? And I believe that answer should be yes.
Should be.
Should be. Should be.
Should be.
Should be.
I'm going to be curious to hear that answer today.
Yes, should be.
I think we're going to get a little chin scratching on that one.
Yeah. And then let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Then Browncoat Jason always comes in with some good questions. I'm surprised the old style animated Oracle confirmatory wall panels were not included in this since the assets already exist. Would you consider this a higher stretch goal item? I'm a little confused by that one.
Yeah, I didn't get that one when I read it. You know,
I think he's looking for the confirmatory wall panels to be added to the add-on store.
okay.
Yeah. Huh. Don't know. And thank you for the daily XP bonus. It's a great way to keep us logging in. However, since it resets 24 hours after it was received, it tends to get more and more delayed. Would you please change this to a time to use the same reset timer as the Oracle quiz? It's still a daily limit, but it doesn't have such quite a stingy time frame. That'd be nice.
Yeah, now, I still find, and I mean, I don't know if it's me or not, but that was one of my biggest complaints to begin with the Oracle, and I still seem to have the same problem. Is you know, I will go the next day. Like I'll go now and get it, and then I'll go, you know, tomorrow, and it'll still tell me, oh, you know, it hasn't been enough time yet, and I know it's, you know, supposed to reset at a certain time every day, not 24 hours from the time. I think it still does that. I'm not too sure, but it
I haven't
me.
visited the Oracle in a very long time, so I couldn't tell you exactly what's going on there.
Spiff, welfare fund. What's the story on it?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same time each day.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so
Literally 24 hours.
So I don't think I know that it was addressed a while back, but I don't know if that's been truly fixed.
Look at the clock the next time you get your Oracle fund.
Yeah, but again, it was supposed to reset at like 1 o'clock, midnight.
Oh no, it does not reset at midnight every night.
It was supposed to, is what I'm trying to say. They had made yeah. Anyway, it would be nice if both of those reset at the same time every day, so that you know when you're logged in you can get it. Same thing with the experience.
Bug report it. And then I love this question. For anyone on camera at the time, what is one feature that is not yet in game that you are most looking forward to, and why?
Why?
Agriculture.
Make sure you're on camera when this gets read.
Yeah.
You can. You're running the cameras.
I could be on camera for that, yeah. Yeah. I don't think they'd like that input, though. Then Cage Storm does say great work on the game. And when you know for sure that items from the add-on store are expiring, could you show that against the item in the store, similar to how you show got it at the moment? Thanks. So that's a request. And could the result of the blacksmith salvage be more predictable, or any of the salvaging be more predictable? That'd be great, because I love getting one scrap from something that was masterworked versus the shoddy item that's nearly broken, yielding 25
scrap. Yeah, 25 scrap.
It's some great consistency there.
I like taking two shoddy short bows, and one gives me 1 and one gives me 15. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I had a two-handed rusted hammer yesterday yield 1.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then can we have add-on rooms for our basements? He'd like to purchase these from the add-on store. My row basement is now almost full. I still have more items to put out, and I'm nowhere near the current limit that I can use. As basements are mini scenes, we could create some awesome basements, and each one be unique and fun to explore, creating a basement subculture. I thought there was already a basement subculture over at the Adultima.
There is.
Complex. Yeah.
But it's a very limited subculture, and it's not connected to any other chain of basements. So
Yeah.
now, of
Layer
course,
basements.
what's that?
Can't you put basements within basements?
Technically,
Well,
I
that's what-
guess you could keep going straight down, depending on how they've got the world laid out.
I think that would require a lot of tech work in order to get to work on, and as it would essentially be demolishing walls inside of existing structures in order to put a door there, that's probably not going to
Hey,
happen.
I remember a time back in the day where I could put a basement in on a property and then put a hatch in 3 different cities, and that hatch would lead to the same basement. So I know it's
Hey,
possible. I know it's possible.
That is different than
Now,
what he's asking for.
And well,
He's asking to
same
add on
concept. Same concept, though. Yeah. What if I could attach my basement to your basement?
He's not talking about attaching basement to basement. He's
Adding
he's
to
talking
the
about
basement.
adding on another
Right,
room. Yeah.
So if I could attach to another basement, I could add another room technically. No? Yeah. Ain't gonna happen.
Liz says eventually it'd fall through the bottom and onto the turtle, though.
Onto the turtle.
Onto the turtle? Are they
Yeah.
pizza eating turtles?
No, the wrong kind of turtle.
Apparently, Labs does not know his mythologies.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't know that the Earth is flat and it's carried on the back of a turtle. He hasn't seen the picture of the eclipse yet.
Sorry, I'm from New York. You know, you keep going down, you get to the sewers, and that's where the turtles live with the alligators. Yeah, and the turtles I come from are pizza-eating turtles. Yeah, sorry, a little different world.
Hey,
Different
just beware the
multiverse.
pizza-eating rat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he'll put a
Then-
hurting on you.
Yeah. Morgoth Redbeard wants to know, can we have some of the loot that can be crafted actually have a worth so they don't pile up in a box? I, for one, was very upset when Baron Wolf hats was lowered to 70 gold each hat. That makes them so little profitable that
70.
it's not
There's
worth it.
60. What do you mean?
60.
Yeah, they lowered him again.
Yeah, so they pile up in a box. Bad move. Item that is massed in bulk, like heads, should have a worth so they actually get crafted and not just hoarded.
Yeah,
Or if you can't raise the money, then at least raise XP gain upon
So-
craft, as I'm getting less money
so
for and
people are
XP.
complaining that they were abusing something that wasn't supposed to be available to them in the first place.
Yeah,
Was
well,
you weren't supposed to be able to craft anything to make a profit out of it in the game by selling it back to merchants intended. So the fact that you were able to do that all this time was not intended.
I just want them to bring back the grinding salt for a profit.
Yeah, well, that was the same thing. The leather straps was another one back in the day where you can get 3 times the profit. Yeah.
Yeah.
There were several things out there that were out of balance, but of course, according to what I understand, you should never be able to craft something and sell it back to a merchant for a profit. That's my understanding.
Yeah. Then Arcade Guy wants to know, so could this be considered a $5 per month optional subscription? No.
Yeah.
No. Then, let's see.
I'm sorry. Can what be that subscription?
The telethons. The telethons.
Oh, okay.
Then BDF wants to say, could we please change the way that pots are shown on the overall map, making blank lots look bad?
No.
What?
Yeah, I'm totally
And then unfairly. Well, okay, so what he's talking about is on the overworld map, the image for a POT, if it's got several buildings in it, it has
He
several
wants a
buildings
town
on the
that
overworld
has
map.
nothing in it to have an image on the overworld. I do not agree.
Yeah.
If you don't have residents, you have no town. Get residents, you have a town. Work at it. Yeah. I don't want all the towns. I want to know what towns have nothing in them so I don't waste my time going into them. That's what I want to know.
Well, he wants his vanity town to be a vanity
yeah,
town.
too bad.
So.
Work on it, man. Or take out a whole bunch of crap and be the only person who lives there.
Well,
Yeah, get
well
people
that's
to live
what
there.
he wants, but he doesn't want it looking like that on the overworld map.
Yeah.
So he
Too
wants
damn
the icon
bad.
change.
Get
Tough.
people to live there.
That's right. Tough.
Yeah. And then, although you're a small team and the night is dark and full of terrors, customer service and community management is a full-time job. I'm looking for the question. Isn't it time that we had a full-time customer service community management staff that is also not wearing hats in the development world? Well,
Barrick? Hello?
I don't know. Barrick is full-time community.
That's what he does. He's full time. Yeah. It's Serafina, customer service, and testing.
And
yeah.
QA. Yeah.
I mean,
And part of customer service is QA. You have to be able to identify it as
I don't
a
understand.
bug. Yeah.
Those people are full time.
I think he just wants the perception of more dedicated support personnel.
Hey, I don't know when the last time you contacted support was, but one of the reasons why I always
contacted support due to a bug.
I always make sure when we do the stand-up to highlight the wonderful customer service by Serafina, because she's been spectacular since she's been on the job. I have not waited for anything. I've gotten emails. I've got them answered, responded to ASAP. No more waiting 2 and 3 weeks. I mean, so the customer service, I mean, has been pretty much on the ball from my point. I mean, and I've only won, little prizes or had stuff mailed out as, deliverables. So it's been wonderful since she's been in that position, and that's all I can say on that compared to having to wait.
Oh, yeah.
God knows how long we waited for some other things very early on. Yeah.
And it's kind of like how I mean, you remember the bug that I brought up last week, where on the add-on store, anything that was expired, you couldn't send as a gift. And that was fixed within a business day.
Yes, and that was I mean, customer service has been tops lately. This is just from experience, and anybody else who's not having that experience, I haven't heard of it, and believe me,
Nah, I think it's one where he wants the instant gratification instead of waiting a day and realizing that.
Yeah.
Next, he's going to be asking for the 24-hour service, which eventually will happen, but that's going to be game management. And
I'm sure if
GMs.
he goes and buys a voucher, he'll get his customer service.
That's right.
Yeah.
You pay for the service, well, we'll be right on time. Right on top of that, Rose.
And then, can you please provide a status update on all pledge rewards? Please provide the intended delivery date. That's based off of when the game goes live, and official launch. And as they keep on finishing everything, it will be shortly after that, or before it.
Help, we're being invaded by chickens.
Invasion of the chickens.
Well, if you notice, List is doing the chicken dance. So,
Call the Colonel.
That's right.
Get the Colonel over here.
Yeah, if we look at the time, it's that time again.
I see that, but I'm having so much fun with the questions and when watching all the chickens out there.
Oh, yeah. It's making me hungry. I haven't eaten today.
You know how many arrows I can make with all those feathers? I tell you.
7.
It's about right.
Actually, it makes 500 arrows.
Yes. We do have to talk about the NBNN app. Don't forget that is available on all of your electronic devices. Just go to nbnn.info. Sorry. Don't go there yet. Go there after the
you can actually go to nbnn.info and click on the icon for your device, and that'll take you out there. And, of course, you can download it directly off the web, or you can use your device and go to your app store, whether it be the Google Play, the iTunes, or the Amazon store. and get yourself
Yay.
a copy of the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar app. Got all sorts of great features in it. Let's see if that works. I don't have that.
That worked for me. And don't forget that it's got all the best links for everything related to Shroud of the Avatar, from Twitch streams to YouTube channels to the calendar.
The Shroud of the Avatar community calendar, hosted on
And the-
NBNN.info.
That's right. And Lass has gone through and aggregated all of the available calendars that he knows of related to Shroud of the Avatar. And if you have a calendar and it is a
It's
Google
a
public
long list,
calendar,
folks. Long
Yes.
list, as you'll see
Long
here
list.
on screen.
long list. If you have a calendar and you wanted it to be shared with everybody, you need to email news@nbnn.info, and eventually
This guy.
that guy will get it added onto the Shroud of the Avatar community calendar. All times on the community calendar, Central Standard Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Nude Britannia time.
Yes. Don't forget 12:06 around the clock. Two idiots interpret the news on WRFB.
WRFB. Radio
On a little show
Free
called Lunch with us.
with us guys.
Yeah.
Hanging out
At
with
2 o'clock.
Laz and Jack.
Yeah. 2 o'clock on Avatar's Radio. Grumpy Old Gamer's going to be taking the alternative route. At 3 o'clock, we have the postmortem mini telethon. Woohoo! At
Get
7
those
o'clock,
credit
Arius
cards
is
out,
going to
folks.
Arius is going to be taking over the airwaves on WRFB
WRFB.
for the GMC Top 20 Countdown. At 8 o'clock on Avatar's Radio, DJ Killy is going to be doing
Get it.
Monday nights.
Get it.
At 9 p.m., you do need to go to the town of Verret Chaos and go locate the Pub of Extraordinary Thought,
Yes.
For a
the
weekly-
Pub of Extraordinary Thought.
the weekly role-playing event.
We call it
Yes.
Arby's.
Sometimes.
You guys play D&D at Arby's? Is that what it is?
At 9 o'clock, also the Order of Vengeance Guild meeting taking place in the town of Vengeance. And the final event of the evening is going to be taking place on WRFB.
WRFB.
And that's the Record Room. And that's our community calendar for this Monday, August 7th in Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar. That's right. And of course, don't forget, you can join us here every day. Not just tuning in. You can come on into Discord, sit down, chat with us, tell us what's going on. If you got a town you want to promote.
Every weekday.
What's that?
Weekday, not every day.
Well, you can come in every day. We're here 7 days a week.
There's no shows on Saturday and Sunday.
That's right. There just ain't no shows. I didn't say, you can come in. I just said you can come in and share with us every day. That's right. We're here every day. But if you want to share on the air, you got to be here Monday through Friday. Come on in. We invite you, the public, to come on in and talk with us. Tell us what's going on in your world out there. And, of course, let us know about your events. So let's go ahead and move it right along. Got a couple words we got to say here real quick. If I could just find that one. That's right.
Come in and tell us your most exciting Jamocha Shake story.
Yes, Jamocha. SodaCon Austin 2017. Tickets ending in 3 days. Last ticket sales August 10th, folks. Last chance to get in on the action. So if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, go out to sodaconaustin.org and click on the registration link so you can get your tickets. Last chance, and they're going to be gone. And for those of you who already got your tickets, thank you, and we'll see you there. Woohoo!
Woohoo.
Now, if I can just turn that off. There we go. And of course, want to thank our sponsors out there. Stop playing with your pussy. She's on the air. You can play with that off the air all you want. Coil more wands, putting the magic in your hands. And of course, Arius Coil more on WRFB later on tonight with the GMC Top 20. don't miss him. He's happening right after the telethon, so you can go right from the telethon right to area stream. And he may actually be streaming, too, at the same time. Don't know. Of course, the Britannia Money Company wants you to come check out Market Road down in Black Rock Cove. Located in the Quell region right next to the Exeter Mine, Market Road's full of vendors with all the goods you need for your crafting convenience. All at the same prices across the board, so you know you'll always find fair and consistent pricing down at Black Rock Cove. Relics by Rild has got all your licensed Shroud Avatar swag. Everything from t-shirts to hats to patches, drinkware, bumper stickers, and much, much more. Hoodies, shot glasses, coffee mugs, you name it, Rild's got it. And if you want to save a little money when you check out, use the promo code NBNN when you check out at relicsbyrild.com. You'll save 10% off all that great swag. Of course, the Airy Fund. Good works through gaming. Stay tuned for the latest community cause coming up. We'll have announcements on that shortly. Actually, there's an announcement on the forums already. It's a sort of a little teaser, save the date, but you can check that out on the forums. We'll be bringing you more here in a little while, folks. Of course, and last but not least, ShroudMarketplace.com. Shroud Marketplace for all your virtual vendable needs, and Jack's going to tell you a little bit about the marketplace and some of the new stuff that's happening out there on ShroudMarketplace.com. Like weddings and more, and Jack's non-functional mic.
Come on, Jack, get it together.
Cat was playing with it.
Yeah, he was playing with the pussy. He had to put the mute button on so you didn't hear all that moaning.
No, that wasn't the mute button. The cat knocked out the cable. Okay, Shroud Marketplace, the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. And that includes the latest service offered by none other than Armelian, who's doing a leveling service. So if you need some assistance and you want 500k XP, you can go hang out with Armelian for a couple of hours and you can gain that XP. Lots of sales over the weekend. I heard some new people had some sales.
The Jack 15 off promotion
promo is
ended.
over. Yeah,
it's
that
over.
has it. Yes. But don't forget, each of the vendors on Shroud Marketplace, all 61 of them, are different players of the game. If you are if you want to
Diva
register and
Time.
start selling your stuff, you can register for an account, and then on the left-hand side, click on vendor registration, and you can start adding your stuff. Just like Armitage, who's added a ton of stretch goal or telethon rewards, as well as artifacts. All kinds of things can be bought or sold on Shroud Marketplace, from accounts all the way to game gold, crowns of the obsidian, all the way to services. If you have something that you want to offer the community and you want to be paid for it, you can do so at shroudmarketplace.com.
That's right. All sorts of great services out there. Of course, that cheesy writing like we've got on the lot. Of course, weddings and more by Laz. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. But if you're looking to get hitched, I've got everything you need. I've got everything from a seaside view on a lot on a private island to an underground to whatever it is that your heart desires, so that when you're having that special day with your loved one, it'll be absolutely what you dreamed it. Weddings and more by Laz. And of course,
Shroud
that
Market.
means
It's time to thank the most important people around here.
that's right.
And that's
We
you
gotta
guys.
Thank you folks out there. Of course, Eclipse Maiden showing up on Diva Time, and Vivian, I don't know. Diva Time's Diva Time. I just don't know.
Free
Oh, this is
prostate
way
exam
beyond
after the
Diva
show.
Yeah, it's,
Free prostate exams.
she had
Sweet.
body exams. She had full body exams today, so she was a little delayed in getting here. And of course, like she says, those full
She'll be
body
giving
exams
Laz the
don't give
free
themselves.
prostate exam after the show. She's going to go elbow deep.
You know how much those things cost when I go to the doctor? I tell you, I'll take a free one.
I've never had one. So.
Yeah, well,
Oh, you're
Anyway.
fine. It doesn't hurt.
that's right. We gotta say thank you to you
Little bit of
folks
spit.
out there. Moving right along, we will be back with more here tomorrow on NBNN, and we'll be bringing you a recap of today's telethon postmortem, telling you all the good stuff that happened out there. So till then, we're out of here for today. I'm Laz,
I'm Jack.
and we are NBNN. Stay tuned for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy wild happenings, the latest hijinks and shenanigans right here inside Shroud the Avatar. Till then, we'll see you all tomorrow.
Make it rain barbecue sauce.
Oh, sweet. Not the Szechuan sauce. The barbecue sauce.
Barbecue. Not
What is the
barbecue.
cat doing now?
Barbecue.